All the stuff,
Every day I go on.
that means.
But life's just
What? Yeah, I don't know. That's why I just looked at it. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm so empty inside, and my tears I can't hide.
You in control of that, baby.
But I'll
Let's get
try.
But they was playing for like over a minute. That was just
It's all good. We in. Keep rocking.
All right, what we doing?
Hey, man, let's
Go right into the.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? You know, pay homage, man. You know what I'm saying? Send some love, man. To the people out there, I know it was tough for you guys, man. My fellas right here, we're gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time to be doing shit behind the fucking scenes, making me laugh when I'm trying to get that word. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. R.I.P. Black Panther. This album is great, man. I'm so thankful it says an album, man. It's in the building. Gus is in the building. You see the new look. The new look of Ondatbullshit podcast. I think it looks good. Shout out to the bomb design. Get that out. Hats. I think it looks good.
Have you heard about the recent Kendrick sighting?
He was shooting a video.
Mm-hmm.
Sighting. Is he Bigfoot now?
Yes.
More or less, actually. You see him about the same amount of the time.
I find it
You
funny.
probably see Tupac more than you see.
Yo, you wild.
Kendrick's still alive. He's in Cuba. You heard it here first.
I said that last week though. I mean, it's not new to me. I told you, Kendrick comes when there's definitely something brewing. And when they did the tribute for Kobe Week and Kobe birthday, Kobe Day, Mamba Day, however you want to look at it, you know, I felt like once you heard him narrating that story, Kendrick's coming, man.
They also, trying to think who was it, Top Dog or Punch. One of them was on Twitter saying that Isaiah Rashad has a project that's done in a handful of Lucy's.
Well, didn't we hear about that last year?
Yes.
Or at least they had set.
But now he was like,
rumors, at least.
I think they are now talking about I think they're like literally just dividing what songs they're gonna use for the album against what's gonna be the Lucy's. Cause he like got like shout out to Tia Corinne, who's from Winston-Salem. He got a song with her, JID, a couple other people. He's like he may use the JID song for the album, but he has a bunch of stuff.
When you say he has a song with her, like, were you like no pun intended, or you was like talking about like the art, like her?
I said shout out to Tia Corinne. He had a song with her.
Her, okay,
Yeah.
all right,
I get what you're asking.
all right, bet.
I got it too. It was
I
just
didn't
like,
know if it was a separate thing.
Yeah, you were fucking me up for a little bit, man. Yeah, you guys, man, welcome on That Bullshit podcast. When anything can be in or will be bullshit in my book. That's sports, entertainment, movies, albums, artists. What's up, guys, man? Let's go ahead and get this out the way, man. I ended up saying or posting on Facebook. I don't know if you guys seen that notification, or not notification. It's just a post, right?
I don't use Facebook.
Okay. Well, I ended up going on Facebook when I got.
he said the same shit he said in the group chat.
Oh, the shit I told him not that he probably didn't want to say right now.
Oh yeah, you was over here over the weekend too. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah, we talked about it. But I'm gonna let you guys get off, and then I'm gonna explain myself. And pretty much, Gus is gonna be over here giggling and laughing because he feel like I'm just like the range fucking.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah. Just you gonna let me rock out? That's all I ask. Just let me rock out. I'm gonna let y'all go. But like, how did y'all feel, and how did y'all get the news about Chadwick Boseman, and what was going through y'all psyche?
Got it from you.
Yeah, I posted it.
Yeah, you did. No, you sent it to the group chat.
Yeah, I think I posted it in the group chat. Yeah.
I saw that and I was just like, I saw like the website it was on, the format of it, and I saw like what it said, and I was like, oh, this shit fake. And I googled it, and I'm like, damn, that's not. I can't believe all these sites picked up this fake ass news.
No, so I saw it and then I googled it, and then the one I sent to the group chat was just happened to be the one I was on at the time.
Don't your guys find it funny? It's kind of fucked up.
You gotta Google it?
Not even Googling it, but
Yeah,
the
it's
reason
fake
I
shit.
didn't believe it, because TMZ didn't post it. I swear to God. I'm like,
That's true.
when I seen it, I was like, man, this shit not real. I'm gonna go to TMZ. Didn't see it, so I chilled. You know what I'm saying?
No, so the way shit should come out properly, instead of TMZ saying something first, nobody, his family was there, and they broke the news to
Yeah, on Twitter, I think.
yeah, they put it in the select media outlets, and they went from there.
For me, it was like, I don't really follow celebrity news because I barely keep up with my own life and my friends' lives, let alone follow people I don't know. So I hadn't heard, like, because apparently, like, there was some pictures and video of him, like, after losing a lot of weight, and, like, he was
Like it was someone.
and, like, him nodding off in interviews. I didn't see any of that because I don't pay
I saw people making fun of
So this was, like,
the
really
weight
out of nowhere.
loss.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about it until afterwards. So for me, it was just like, oh shit, I didn't know anything was coming. Like, it's kind of crazy. It sucks. Dude was super talented, and one thing
He did a lot of iconic roles.
Man, I'm gonna speak on all that. I'm gonna speak on.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, I think there's a lot of actors that act well, but having a good like eye for what's a good project and what's gonna be a good role is a lot harder. And like, he had such a rough 42 and the Get On Up movie where, you know, like like Marshall, like he did the new Spike lead joint that I haven't seen yet. So like, it's just like such a good like knows for what's a good role and what's not. The same way like a Robert Pattinson has post Twilight, the same way. Like, I think that's a part of acting that's underrated. Like, just knowing to pick a good project. And
I say the same thing about Michael B. Jordan.
I know.
Even if you don't think he's a good actor, you know he got great projects.
Yeah, no, because you know he like the quality that Michael B. Jordan's had so far and most of his roles. Like, a lot of people probably wouldn't think a Rocky sequel with a new protagonist would be good, and so he had to see that script and be like, no, this will be dope to sign on. So I'd say he has a pretty good year too for good scripts. Yeah, that sucks.
Just to try to lighten the mood real quick, I saw something earlier. It was like they are still trying to do Black Panther 2, and niggas started Trump making a petition to say keep Tyrese away from it.
Tyrese will keep Tyrese away from that with his antics alone. So
I just thought that was funny, bro.
but please, yeah, keep Tyrese away from those things, please.
You just a baby boy. That song was fire.
Okay, I'm gonna set my shit down because I'm about to get out there, man. All right, you guys was definitely hitting on my doorstep. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, I agree with you that when the news broke to me, I literally was like, damn. Mind you, this was Friday night, and Madden had came out, so I had spent my nighttime playing Madden, and then we were going to head to the spot. Turns out we had a curfew and everything. So, see the news, take a shot, boom, head out. Everything's blacked out downtown, come back to the crib, pop back in Madden, play, and I read it again. I just started thinking, man. I'm just sitting back thinking. And it didn't hit me as hard as the people that watched Black Panther. I, yet to this day, have yet to watch Black Panther. And the reason why I didn't watch it when it first came out was because I didn't like the rollout of Black Panther of, oh, it's our first black superhero. If you're black, you need to go watch this. Black. It was like black was pushed down. You know what I'm saying? It was just.
I know you're about to get into something. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah,
Blank Man.
Yeah, Blank Man, fucking Hancock. I mean,
But
shit. It wasn't the first.
The reason people made a big deal about it being black was because while it's still a Disney-owned property. It was done by a black director. The soundtrack was done by a black artist.
Yes.
African artist too.
Yes.
Actually, from
Meteor Man.
I think the bigger reason it was such a big thing was that
Blank Man.
I just said that.
Oh,
nigga.
I don't think it was as much because it was the first black superhero as much as it's a majority black cast, black.
And it's a
director,
big
black
movie.
soundtrack.
It was.
Big
And it's a
budget.
blockbuster, and they allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
That's kind of why it was a big deal. I think.
And that was one reason. No. That was one reason that I didn't watch it. And the other thing, I'm a Batman guy. So me being a Batman guy and just like comparing the two, it's like, in my eyes, me being a fan of Batman is, yo, I don't care about this dude. He a knockoff of my guy. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's just where I was with it. Dude, a lot of money, no powers, fancy suits. That's
Yeah, but he a king. He got a whole.
I've
Whole
never seen it.
situation.
I've never
Also,
seen it.
if you saw the movie, he does have powers.
Okay, well,
Different.
I never seen the movie Black Panther, right? So the hero that everybody's seen through Black Panther that also followed his hero-like lifestyle, I wasn't there for. Now, when you say he was a good actor, I agree with you because I felt he did a good job when it came down to 42, the Jackie Robinson movie. He did a good job as James Brown, and
He can actually. He could actually sing too.
Did he actually sing for that?
He can actually sing.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either.
And also he did Thurgood Marshall, right? Was that?
He did Marshall.
Okay, Thurgood Marshall. All right, my thing was with that. When it comes down to it, yes, he did a good job in those roles. But to me personally, I felt like 42 was a trash movie. I felt like James Brown was a trash movie, and I also thought that what is it, Marshall? It was just called Marshall, right? I thought it was a trash movie. I felt like the actors did a good job, but they could have done better with the movie itself. So,
I think that's how it is for most biopics.
flip script because let's be real, Jamie's about to do Mike Tyson, and the way I feel about it is, I'm not going to go watch.
Jimmy.
No, I'm not going to go watch this Mike Tyson movie for Mike Tyson. I actually am excited to see how Jamie Foxx plays Mike Tyson.
I felt the same way when Andre 3000 played Jimi Hendrix.
But you can't really use that as an example of a good biopic because it's not out. So
Well, no.
Most existing biopics, like outside of, I'd say people say that Straight Outta Compton's pretty good. People like 42 and Get On Up. I have seen some of them.
I will say, out of all the biopics you really see, Straight Outta Compton probably was one of the best ones.
Yes.
Other than that, I think the majority of them. Actually, I really like the Basquiat movie. I don't know if y'all watch Basquiat.
I haven't seen it.
Hey, I see y'all trying to come in. That's cool, but we're gonna get through this segment. I'm gonna
let's
bring
get
y'all
through this.
back because I got some stuff
Although,
I gotta say.
thanks to everybody shouting out the new background.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to the Bomb Designs.
But I'd say the only good biopic. Well, I
will
still haven't
say,
seen Straight Outta Compton. But
I will
they did a
say,
good job on the
as long as you are above the bar for that bullshit ass Aaliyah movie,
See,
nigga.
and see that goes down the line of
that
go ahead,
was terrible all the way
only
around.
good biopic I've seen in recent years is the. Cause I still haven't seen Straight Outta Compton. Sorry, but the Elton John one they did was really good because they turned.
I heard it was good. I didn't see it though.
They turned it into a musical, so it was like it wasn't actually like a literal like thing. So
How long ago was this?
It wasn't that long ago.
I haven't heard of
a lot of
this
people,
in a minute.
a lot of people didn't like the movie because they included like parts of sexuality. And
Was him being gay?
Yeah. And, you know,
Everybody know he gay.
You said Elton John, right?
yeah.
He's gay.
He's gay.
But what I'm saying is a lot of people didn't like it because they actually showed it in the movie and everything. Like,
Oh,
It's a movie.
not exactly. But
he's gay being gay.
Yeah.
I mean,
But the actual movie was.
y'all mad at they showed the Black Panther being black?
Well, some people were. That's exactly a similar thing. But like, no, that movie was really well done. The way they did that. They actually incorporated the music, so it wasn't just him performing it in the movie. It was like the cast. It like wasn't exactly like realistic.
I got you.
And it was really dope. But you have to kind of break. It can't just be a straight telling the story for a biopic to be interesting, in my opinion. But anyway,
So, where was I? I like where we at. We in pod mode, but where was I? I didn't like. Okay, I didn't watch Black Panther. Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
You didn't like the biopics he was.
Yeah, I didn't like the biopics, but I always gave him credit. He was a good actor, and I enjoy what I've seen his work. But outside of that, the things that he was doing, talking in front of colleges, you know what I'm saying? Just
he went to kids in the hospital because
did a lot of
cancer as well. One thing, did you see the shot, the LeBron joint, and he came up there after Kobe passed?
I did not.
I haven't seen
But he was saying how he only met Kobe a handful of times, but they were going to lock in because he was like, he wanted, like I said, he could sing. He wanted to do an album, and Kobe, he was going to let Kobe like executive produce that joint. Like, he said he felt he had a good ear, but it was like the way he saw Kobe and met him. He's like, when you talk to him, like it's super focused. He's like, whatever you say, he's focused on that. He said he felt like Kobe and him were two of a kind.
Yeah.
And looking at their work ethic and how he like knowing everything now, I could definitely see that.
One thing I want to say, not going back to what we were saying before, not to interrupt too much, but there was one interview I saw people reposting where he was talking about 2 kids he was like keeping in contact with while making Black Panther that had cancer, and he like broke down crying and that shit like.
It is.
On top of
like you didn't know that he actually.
Yeah, on top of you see how he made it. You saw you talking about how he made it through the art school.
No, I haven't seen any.
The Denzel shit.
So the mom from the Cosby Show, she was like putting kids try to get people like kids through art school. So for kids who couldn't pay for it, she would reach out to some of her friends like, "Yo, could you sponsor a kid?" And Denzel Washington actually sponsored him.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so when I get back to the crib, mind you, it's Friday. I'm chilling. I'm in a good zone. I'm feeling myself. So I start thinking. I take a shot, and I'm reading the post saying that he died because, dealing with cancer, colon cancer for 4 years. Automatically, I take my phone and I just drop it down and I say, I don't believe that shit. Now, this is where my drunk ass or tipsy ass goes on Facebook and type in, if you believe that he died due to cancer, ... It didn't say anything else after that. I'm not saying it's not true, but there are certain things that I believe. I believe to an extent that the earth is flat. I believe that the sky is black, and the only reason it is blue is because the sun reflects off the ocean, which makes the sky blue. Believe it. I believe that water is not wet. These are the things that I believe, right?
Wait.
Let him go.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
We've had these talks. He doesn't
Yes.
live in carrots. It's
No. I just
There's no water right over this house. It's still blue above the house.
It's not worth it. Let him go.
no. Okay, we're gonna get into
Let him
my
go.
because I knew when I
Just go ahead. Keep running.
Anyways, I also believe that water is not wet. I believe that. But when it comes down to celebrities dying, I also do my research and I kind of believe the little theories that go around. I do believe that Aaliyah was murdered. I do believe that there is more to the Nipsey murder. I do believe that Bernie Mac was murdered. I believe that Dr. Sebi was murdered.
This might be quicker if you provide a list of people
Wait,
you
no,
think
no.
weren't murdered.
Do you
No,
believe people can die?
It was
No. Check me out. No, seriously, listen. Dr. Sebi, right? They said he died due to an infection, which his main thing was curing infections. There's people that live up to 100+ years. And you tell me one of the guys that lives his life off this dies unexpectedly, and then you tell me that it was an infection. Okay, cool.
Stay on target.
All right, no, I'm still here. So then, Dick Gregory dies unexpectedly after also coming out and saying that there's two Donald Trumps. There's one that wear a red tie, there's one that wear a blue tie. Do your research. If you don't believe me, look it up. I'm not making this shit up. There's certain shit that I believe. Now, when it comes down to Chadwick Boseman, I'm just saying that there has to be more time for things to come out. There, to me, cannot be any way that this man dealt with cancer for 4 years, done Black Panther, done several different roles, right? And I know the picture that you're talking about where he has the 42 hat on. Matter of fact, what they said he died on Jackie Robinson Day. And I'm not the one to puzzle numbers together and do all that dumb shit. I don't do that. I have a mind of my own. I'm not gullible and I believe what the fuck I want to believe. But at the same time, at the same time, when it comes down to it, I'm just saying there has to be more to it. Because we know or we've seen somebody really dealing with cancer, right? And that I'm speaking on that picture. These are the thoughts that's going through my mind when everything that's posted up online. When I seen the picture, I believe everybody else was saying the same thing I was saying when the first joint came out. They were saying, man, like he playing a crackhead for his next role. At the end of the day, I'm not making jokes on that. It does look like he could have lost weight for a new role. Still don't know. At the same time, one thing I do know, because they also say he did the chemotherapy, correct?
And a lot of surgeries.
Okay, all right. One thing I will say in that picture, go look at it, that beard damn sure looks healthy. And I feel that is the only fucking picture of him with a beard.
Not everyone loses all their hair.
I understand that. I understand
my
that.
cousin definitely didn't when he was going through his chemo.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is this man, if you go look in all his beard, he never had a full-grown beard.
I know.
So,
We're quarantining.
I understand that, but so you saying if you're dealing with chemotherapy, all right. So let's speak on me. I don't have any facial hair, right? Right?
Can you grow it?
I damn sure don't think I'm gonna grow it if I'm going through chemo. That's
Yeah, but how you know he wasn't already growing? He could have just been cutting it. He's like, you know what? I'm quarantined. I'm gonna let it
I
grow.
would say like what I said a second ago. Like not everyone loses hair from chemo. It hits people differently.
Right.
okay. So you saying it could infected him and made him grow more facial hair or more?
No,
hair?
he could have just grew it out.
Yeah.
While going through
I don't
chemo.
typically.
This is just my thought. I'm
I
not.
know.
being
I'm
stupid.
saying-
So
Yeah.
my cousin went through chemo and everything. He had dreads and a full beard whole time.
Okay.
So
My grandpa, for his entire life, had a mustache, like a big, thick mustache, and he had it till the day he died. Never went anywhere, never changed. It got bigger at points, like through all of chemo.
I just feel that and I told you this Saturday. I said, "Yo, I'm still waiting for more things to come out."
see, my only thing that combat this a little bit, in my mind,
Yeah.
I've seen somebody go through cancer, and I know my mom had a friend of a friend who went through having AIDS, right? So, how would you look at it if Magic Johnson died?
I don't believe Magic Johnson has AIDS, to be honest with you, because I don't know nobody that has had AIDS or dealt with AIDS and gained weight. Magic Johnson, when he was hooping, was a small ass dude. But once again, these are certain things that I believe. I'm not here to say, no, this is how it goes and I'm 100% right. My soul, I'm always sometimes wrong. But I'm going to believe what I want to believe. And if you feel like people with AIDS that you've seen hella small, and you mentioned Magic Johnson is probably walking around at probably 285 pounds, walking around with AIDS.
The thing about AIDS that's a little different is, are we allowed to talk about AIDS seriously after? Never mind.
No, we good.
It was just a joke.
Oh. I thought you were serious.
But either way, the thing about AIDS is the way AIDS medications have changed that make it livable now for a lot of people. Because AIDS now isn't like a death sentence like it used to be. And the way it's changed is medicine's basically keep your immune system normal so you can like not, you don't look like that.
Does Magic Johnson look like he deals with AIDS, like medicine?
Well, what I'm saying is people, yes, he does because he's alive. And that's
Oh, I was about to say financial aid.
But that's it. When you have money, you can afford the best medicine.
That's very true.
All right, so okay, you can't put that like.
I know. I'm just giving the context.
No, and I'm just rebutting.
You're allowed to believe whatever you want.
No. I'm rebutting off what you said. You have money. You can do what now?
It depends on how severe and how it's attacking your system.
That's also a thing. Is like
Alright.
cancer depends on what stage they catch in.
Exactly.
Cancer. Everyone in my family has cancer at some point. I'll probably have cancer at some point.
Stop smoking, dude.
I'm actually thinking about starting back. Anyway,
I'm actually thinking about starting back.
works. We get more breaks at work that way. So anyway, but no, it's one of those things where it's like cancer affects people very differently a lot of the time, and like, I don't know. For me, you're allowed to believe whatever you want because, hey man, whatever. People are allowed to be out here like saying some crazy shit. If you want to have whatever beliefs you have, that's cool. The thing about that is, for me, I personally haven't engaged in any of the theories about this because I really don't want to be the guy, because his family announced it and have been talking about it, and I really don't want to be the guy that's like, you're lying, the guy that you had in your family didn't die of that, you're liars.
I'm not saying that. I don't want you to think I'm
that's
saying
why
that. I don't
put it
want
out.
his family to think I'm saying that. I don't want the audience to think that I'm saying that.
But if I hadn't said that, somebody would. And that's,
Okay, yeah,
that's
bet.
kind of what I wanted to say. Is just like, for me, it's like, man, if his family says that, I'm not going to sit here and tell them after they just lost somebody that they didn't witness them struggle with that for 4 years. It's not my place to tell them they're, not right about that. Because if when my grandpa died, if somebody had been like, he didn't really have cancer after I watched him go through chemo, I would have been unhappy. So, that's just kind of my perspective.
Look here, little bitch.
Yeah. Grandpa's a liar. So are you. Like, I'd be ready to knock somebody out over that. So,
Well, yeah, man, that's where my mind was when I got in the news, man. R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
man.
R.I.P. Chad.
Whatever they do with the whole Black Panther thing, I think the best thing is don't touch it. Don't even deal with it.
and we're talking about multi-billion-dollar companies.
I'm gonna say
They're not
this.
going to let that.
I see it going only two ways where it's gonna be right.
I got some open, bro. I got some open.
Let Shuri become Black Panther, because it does happen in the comic book.
It does.
Or if they be writing movies, even though they got comic books, they could just follow. You can let what's my man Killmonger bring bro back with one of the stones. All right, you know what? I was on some bullshit. I see where bro was coming from. I'm gonna go ahead and be a good guy or some shit like that.
I think, personally, I think the best thing to do is just let it sit for a while, like he said. But like I said, it's $1 billion company.
They won't.
It's a cash cow. They're not going
They
to.
will not.
They made so much money.
Somebody, my bad, I don't mean to cut y'all off, but it was a thought that was in my head, and if I did not get it off, I was going to forget the person. Whoopi Goldberg. She came out and said that. Anyways, she said that Disney should, what was it? I think have a theme park for Black Panther. Y'all rolling?
They will eventually, make them a lot of money, and if they can.
I think they
squeeze some
can-
cash out of it, they will.
Do a Marvel theme park. Have
I
one.
think they talked about
No, I
it.
think she was just talking about.
Yeah, no,
just
having
Black
one
Panther.
specifically for Black Panther, you could, because I feel like it's probably one of the only, one of the few where you actually saw their own world.
Yeah,
like
'cause
their
most of
whole.
Marvel was just like, they're in New York again, they're in a tower, they're on a skyscraper, whereas he had a very unique, like, looking world and everything. But yeah, they're not gonna let it sit. I just hope whatever they do is respectful. It probably won't be. Whatever.
You see that, right?
What?
Yeah, you hitting the goddamn
I'm not touching it.
the backside of your thigh.
Yeah.
Now it's not.
Okay.
Anywho,
My bad. It was my wallet.
big money.
Ain't shit in it.
Where we at, fellas? Where we at, man? Did you guys? Well, we started out with the Brandy.
One thing I want to say before we get to.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Did y'all go back to that Black Panther soundtrack recently?
Yes, I went back to it this week.
Me too, because of a project I'm working on related to it, and that shit holds up so fucking well. Like, more than I thought. I thought that shit would sound a little jaded already.
I don't think Kendrick can
I don't-
create
yeah.
dated music,
Can I
loud
say-
dated
If
music.
he can, Dan will be the one that eventually does. But I don't even think that.
I don't think so.
Can I
bro.
say something very random?
Sure.
Look, I was going through my archives on Instagram. It's like whenever I do a story, it automatically saves to my archive. I was going through that shit. Gus, you look different. You got a haircut, you got a little goatee, you look different. Like you just said, fuck your life.
Also, my weight has fluctuated wildly over the last.
I
few
wasn't
years.
gonna say that
Yeah,
part.
no, it's everything. I look like I'm both cleaning up and getting worse. I don't know what's happening.
I don't
That's-
look
that
at
is-
me, man.
that
I
is-
ain't no doctor.
I'll start on my piercings because I forgot them. I can't wear them to work.
No, but the haircut threw me for like
Yeah, no, it's getting well. Also, the only way to stay cool in my office is a fan, so my hair is everywhere because it's just been a full.
in your
blast.
office.
I have a little desk area. In my house.
Okay.
It's technically an office, I guess.
Don't tell me they got your big ass in the cubicle in the warehouse, bro.
Looking like
we have-
looking like Mr. Incredible.
I hate y'all. I have a desk and a chair. That's it, and a computer. That's all.
Well, man, we started out the podcast with Brandy's track. Did you guys happen to watch or catch clips of the versus Brandy versus
I'm gonna
Monica?
be honest, I didn't care to watch this
I'm gonna
one.
be honest. I didn't know about it until you just said that. I didn't know why we started with that track.
Yeah, that was why, because I felt like boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
Did you
I
try to
watched.
do the Martin?
No,
Oh no, he's
Okay.
gonna start beatboxing again.
No, I thought he was the boom, 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 boom. You know the movie, bro, from Black Knight.
yo, Black Knight is probably Martin's, which is a good movie, but that's his worst movie.
That shit fire.
That shit is
Boom,
trash.
boom, boom.
And the funny thing is, when I was training, my box, I mean, my coach was in that movie.
Yeah, that
he
movie
was in that movie.
That movie is
Shout
funny
out
as
Remy,
shit.
man. But yeah, so y'all didn't watch the Queens go at it. Damn, crickets and everything.
I was about to say something, but
We told you we didn't know what we were gonna say.
See, I ain't seen nothing.
No, I didn't. I literally didn't know what happened until this moment.
Nah, so like I clicked on it and it was a Brandy song I didn't know, and I turned it back off.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's funny thing. I know a lot of Monica tracks, bro.
But I was like, I was tuning in for Monica. I'm actually a Monica fan. I fuck with Monica.
Yeah, I don't like. Yo, I don't know what she was wearing. She looked like she had on boots that.
She hired Cardi B's stylist to make a Fendi fit for her.
She looked like Puss in Boots.
That bad?
Nah, like,
Yo, now what's the other shit? They say she look like what's the little midget nigga from Shrek?
Lord,
Lord, yeah.
Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a midget in Shrek. That's good.
Hell yeah, that
I
was the first
remember
joint.
that. Yeah, I remember
Lord
that.
Farquaad.
Yeah, with the hat and the shoulder shit.
Yo,
Did somebody say she look like when motherfucking Marley with the white chicks with the two small suits?
I was really hoping this is going to be a whole segment of you just comparing her to different Shrek characters because you had two in a row there for a second. I was so.
well, I went with Puss in Boots because she literally looked like she had on boots that went all the way up to
I was about to say so. I ain't gonna say it.
her waist.
You're doing that a lot today, aren't you?
No, maybe.
That's the second one. That's the second I'm not going to say it about episode.
I forgot what the first one was.
That's okay.
What's up, fellas, man? Y'all down, man? What's up?
Shout out to my sister. Her birthday was on Tuesday. Shout out to the big homie Smithy. His birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Niggas is
Birthday.
old.
Niggas is old enough.
Oh, R.I.P. Riley Gale. That happened last week. I forgot about it. They say it last episode. Singer of
Yeah.
Power Trip. He died.
Man, everybody dying.
He was like in his late 20s, early 30s. It's a bummer. 32, I think. So
That's
yeah.
how old my sister just
If
turned.
anybody, well, hopefully she's good, but don't. Yeah, if anybody wants something to listen to, Power Trip's a great like thrash metal band. Their singer just passed.
There's also a really good song by J. Cole.
It is a good song by J. Cole.
Hey, yo.
Listen to J. Cole and also the thrash metal band Power Trip. It's gonna be a weird combo.
Yes. Listen to them ASAP before Ferg got kicked out.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What the freak happened?
We here doing all the segues.
Niggas is dropping their names. YBN said,
I'm Corday. I'm just Corday.
Yeah.
First of all, I hope YBN Namir is okay. That nigga was on the motherfucking dirt bike and fell off that bitch and was rolling down the street. Shit look funny as hell.
What if this is like a draft thing and they just trade Whitey and Ferg and
YBN Ferg.
They got drafted.
That shit will be so trash.
As fuck. But man, both of them don't need them their squads. I mean, like YBN, Corday outgrew YBN before he even dropped his album.
Yes.
Let's be honest. He was like the guy.
As soon as he dropped that response to Cole, I think that's where the separation was.
Because you saw he was not in the same lane as the other two.
It was clear.
They did a whole YBN tape. The other two had a bunch of songs together, and Corday had like 2 songs by himself. And like, yeah, the vibes notes are completely different.
Well, with Ferg, I think it's a little different. Oh, yeah.
Ferg is the only one putting out music from ASAP right now.
Well, Ferg and Rocky have been basically a solo act for like.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, they were like the brand. And when you think of ASAP for a long time, you thought about Rocky. You thought about Rocky and Ferg.
Yeah.
And then, like, oh, where the fuck Rocky been? Here comes Ferg with another anthem.
I'm just gonna say what I said before in the group chat. I don't care what beef there is. I'm gonna take the guy who made Works side over anybody else because he made Works.
Bari just agreed. He wasn't the one that said it.
So what happened?
Isn't he a rapist or sexual assault, whatever? So I'm gonna take the work guy.
No,
over the guy.
we don't know. So all right. So ASAP Ills, he's not a musician. He's just the guy who literally started ASAP. He's the one that found Yams and 12E, Ferg, Rocky, all them. He made ASAP randomly.
I would argue while he may have laid groundwork, wasn't Yams really the one that really built that up? Like
Yams was the one who was the vision and the business and all that. Yes,
that is a huge part of creating ASAP. So I would.
I'm talking about just the mob itself, not the brand.
Yeah,
Yo, I don't know any of these damn ASAP guys except for Yams, who ended up passing.
Yeah,
Correct.
RIP. They do the Yams Day every year.
Yeah.
But
and also he was really important to the city of New York for a while. Like any big
for sure
rapper, like I know your old Droog is shout out that he was being managed
Dude,
by the young age.
Yams was the guy that knew everybody.
In New York, he put for a while he was holding down New York.
Like imagine, you know how, let's say if we go out 9 times out of 10, we see somebody either I know or you know.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine us being like one person.
Right. In New York, a much bigger area with a lot.
Because he knows everybody just on some, I know this guy, but then knows everybody on a business level
there's
too.
There's no Beast Coast down the road without Yams back then.
Yeah, not at all, because the original Beast Coast had ASAP as well.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Mob.
Yeah,
okay.
Like Beast Coast is just a collective.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But so ASAP Ills, for whatever reason, jumps out the window and says Ferg ain't ASAP no more. So somebody asks like, what are you talking? Is that true? On Twitter, ASAP Bari comes like, he said what he said. He the man that created it.
And he said it while sexually assaulting another woman. That's a joke he did. Don't sue me.
I mean, he did it at one point.
Yeah, probably.
Yo, wow.
The last time ASAP Bari was in headlines was for sexual assault.
And this wasn't like one of those like, oh, maybe he did it. This was like clearly on
he did it.
Grabbed her and it was bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Even like after the fact, there's a song ASAP Rocky had. He was like with my nigga Bari and we getting into some shit and he was performing and changed it to that nigga ASAP Bari, he a bitch.
Yeah, we did that live, yeah.
Wow.
They got back like, okay, you know, he's still ASAP, but he ASAP over there.
Well, there was a big, I know Rocky and even Ferg got a lot of backlash for not immediately being like, no, he's out.
Right.
Because he's on video sexually assaulting somebody.
But,
for real. Shit's wild, bro.
But for real, I mean, like, first of all, right after that was said, the ASAP Mob Instagram page started posting all the founding members.
So after, okay, yeah, I'm getting confused. After it came out that.
Yeah, he's not in it.
Okay, gotcha.
Once that came out, they said
There's so many niggas in this damn group, bro. They might
It
as well
is.
name themselves Wu-Tang
And let's be
Clan.
honest, there's like 3 that have done something.
No. So ASAP Mob is the name of the collective.
Yes, you got that.
So they have that page, and they start posting the members, and they post, Rocky, 12E, Nash, and Ferg.
Well, Ferg is the only one that's shooting in the gym.
That's what I'm saying.
I
If
haven't
he-
heard
if he-
anything from Rocky since
The Trash album?
I'm not going to even speak on because I don't listen to him like that. But the last time I really heard,
Sweden.
no, it was YG. On Bulletproof.
Bulletproof.
Right.
He had an album after that, though, didn't he? Didn't Testing come in after that?
You didn't like Testing that much? I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but there were good tracks on there.
We had maybe like 3 or 4 songs.
I love the one with Frank Ocean on it.
Other than that, then he had the No Limit hook for G-Eazy.
Wasn't that before Testing? I believe.
I probably.
It's around the same time.
But still, whatever.
Right.
Then Ills comes out and says, "Oh, he calls himself the Anthem Man, but all his songs is trash now." Da 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 da. Bro, he literally just dropped 2 songs, one with Wayne, one with Nicki and Made in Tokyo. The shit, he got a whole gang of shit made in Tokyo that's fucking fire to me. Ferg don't need ASAP.
He really does.
It doesn't.
I've been saying that since Trap Lord, though.
I think Trap Lord showed people that he could stand on his own too.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was like,
After
just
that-
a guy from a group. Because I just thought, oh, he's in Rocky's group, I don't care. And then somebody was like, no, listen to that album. I was in Trap Lord, I was like, no, he's his own thing.
Yeah.
Um,
He's the one that, well, it wasn't for ASAP Ferg, 12 shit wouldn't have popped the way it did because he was on the leading single.
So what you guys are saying is that A$AP Ferg, out of the whole collective, is the only one
in the gym working.
putting in work?
Yeah.
You'd say that?
You ass. But I mean, the only rapper, the only ones that are still actually putting out music is Ferg and 12.
Yeah, because
And
Rocky.
niggas still don't even know who 12 is like that.
Rocky's more involved in the whole fashion thing right now.
Yeah, he's Nasty became a creative director somewhere.
Although Nas was always really underrated as a rapper. I like
And he's fucking dope as shit, but he's not rapping no more.
Yeah, he had some great tracks.
So,
I thought he was the standout on the actual A$AP Mob, the first album.
Yeah, when they did when he did the shit with Method Man.
Yeah.
I'm about to try to combine this shit with a whole bunch of nothing. So with the whole Chronicle joints, with all these groups that's falling out, what group do you think should be next
Ferg and Corday.
with like a Chronicles like that you think was a big impact? They just did No Limit, they just did Rough Riders, which I'm trying to fucking see.
So what's the new group that like?
Yeah, what group do y'all think should be the next 2 Chronicles?
Oh, to do like a docu-series.
Yeah, doc series, yeah.
Run DMC.
No, I'm not here for it.
They have a lot of interesting stories. So that's
You ain't watch Crush Groove?
Oh, fuck.
You ain't watch? No, bro. You ain't never watched Crush Groove?
What's the shit?
It's an old ass movie, but it
Swisher
got-
House.
Swisher House.
Yup.
Black Moon would be cool.
Why Swisher House though? Well, I'm just. I
It's-
mean,
I feel like it's a big. Swisher House is a big thing in Houston.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. I feel like a lot of stuff is taken from that era that niggas don't know they taking.
I'm with you. That's why I'm giving you this look. But I mean, I see you dove down there, but I would come harder with maybe like a Terror Squad.
Nah. I don't feel like Terror Squad outside of Pun. Well, I don't think they were that impactful.
Nah, you got to think of the moves that they made because they also.
It was very short lived too.
Yeah, that's true. They haven't done anything with Dipset yet, have they?
No, Dipset would be.
That would be cool.
Because there's so many interesting stories there.
But you don't think Terror Squad got enough? I mean, I'm just speaking on because DJ Khaled was over there. Fat Joe was over there.
Fun.
Remy wasn't Remy part of Terror Squad?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's there
there's
to
something
be
there.
made.
I don't know.
And I'm here for the stories of the because you was just telling me the story about how Snoop and
Death Row,
Death
No
Row.
Limit. Yeah.
Now see, I'm here for the stories about what happened in the Ruckers. You know what? Never mind. I don't even want to speak about the Ruckers.
I know. I got
So I mean, and then
Oh, fuck all that. Ghetto Boys.
Ghetto Boys is a good one too, but I ain't gonna lie.
Scarface is like one of the greatest of all time. Of course, Ghetto Boys. Got Bushwick Bill in there. Willie D. Hell yeah. Ghetto Boys.
Bro, you know what? Desert Storm. I want Desert Storm. I want to see what Clue was doing with Fab, Nori, all that shit.
I was about to say the Gravediggers, but I think that falls into the same problem with the Terror Squad, except more so where there's not enough there.
Damn, nah, y'all coming up with some good ass names. Do we think Young Money would be a good one? What do we think? Which would be better, Young Money or G Unit?
What are we? What era? I don't think you could do both eras of Young Money. I think it'd have to be the.
I'm not here for Cash Money. I'm sorry, I'm not.
For early Cash Money?
If
That's
I'm
the only
gonna
part that would interest me.
if I'm gonna watch a doc, I want to hear the fallouts. I want to hear the
Yeah,
stories.
there's so much of that with the
With-
whole.
well, no, give me a two part doc series.
Personally, I would be more interested in seeing the stuff like Manny Fresh.
Yeah, okay, I get what
What's
you're coming from.
what's dude that got killed from what's the group called? Can't remember the group, but you know what I'm talking about. From Cash Money, where the guy got killed, and people always said Baby was connected. Like, there's a lot there. Cash Money has the Hot Boys, Big Timers era of.
I'm
Cash
trying to
Money.
think. Are you talking about it wasn't 50? Was it a 504 Boys?
No.
Who was 504
I know
Boys?
what I'm talking about.
What the 504 Boys came from? Who?
I'm not sure. But I'm going to look that up because I'm actually really interested in that. But yeah, no, that era of Cash Money.
What you about to type in? Birdman kills.
Birdman kill a nigga.
No,
Kill a nigga bird.
Ain't that some crazy shit? You do your thing. Yo, ain't it funny when you be trying to search shit up? Well, I know at
You
least for me,
bro, you just
I
type
come up with
you
some
just put
weird
the
shit.
words together, bro.
Dave Chappelle urinates.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like
Did R. Kelly pop up? Him, Dave Chappelle dresses R. Kelly.
UNLV. That's what I was thinking of. There's a lot of interest in that with UNLV and their beef with them and Mystic.
University of Las Vegas? No, I'm just bullshitting. I'm just bullshitting.
Well,
That was UNLV. University
it was,
of Las
but
Vegas.
yeah, UNLV and
damn, he ain't that
UNLV. There's a lot of beef with them because they say that one of the guys from UNLV, when he died, a lot of people think Baby was involved in that. Not only that, but there's a whole thing of beef with Mystical and everything. Like there's the stuff between them and No Limit. There's a lot of weird history there. That era of Cash Money is ripe for.
Okay, no, I'm good.
Okay, so 504 Boys, Master PC Murder, Silver Shocker, Magic, Mac, Currency, and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers.
The second time I've
Come
heard
on,
Silver
did you say
Shocker's name recently.
Currency?
You know Currency was with them back in the day?
How old is it?
He's
Because
been around.
Currency, when I first
You know-
heard Currency
you-
was with Wayne.
with
That's
Young Wayne.
my introduction.
So Currency has a older brother.
And hold on, before you can dig it, is Currency the same Currency that raps with Wiz?
Yeah.
How old is this dude?
He's been around for a very long time.
Okay, I didn't know he was with them.
So Currency has the older brother that was with No Limit.
Okay.
And he was around then. I'm not sure if he actually signed with them or not, but he was with them and he was rapping with them as a youngin. Then him and Wayne knew each other back then. So when Wayne started Young Money, he went to his partner, Currency.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. Currency got Benjamin Button disease. This nigga old as shit.
But I'll be
And
honest.
he just had a kid too, bro. Like last year.
I'll be honest though, yeah, I don't. This doesn't come up a lot on here just because we don't really talk about a lot happening back then. But like the Manny Fresh, Big Timers, Cash.
That nigga
Money,
39.
That era of Cash Money is so fascinating. There's if you read into it, there's a lot there. As
I
much
will.
as other- Like I think, especially because the music was so good. Like I still have a BG album that Manny Fresh produced, like sitting next to my record player right now. Like that era of Cash Money is very interesting to me.
Well, fellas, I do want to have this talk because it came up in Twitter. They were talking about the top beefs.
Okay.
Let's get into it. I know y'all said we always bullshit. And,
I know my number one top beef.
well, okay, so what we about to do right now, we gonna talk top beefs and then best diss track.
Okay.
Gus, you wanna go first? Well, Poe said he already knows, so where you at?
There you go.
Oh, my favorite beef of all time is Game and G Unit.
That's a good one.
That it sucks that people die behind it, but for the storyline,
right.
it is good. Because it's just real.
I also feel like this is one of the. This is probably the beef where the most music came out of it.
G Unit has been in a lot of wars.
Yeah, but
You say
I'm
a lot of music. Where are you shooting from?
No, I think a lot of songs came from them shooting at each other. Like, bro, Game came out with full mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Lloyd Banks had shit solo. G Unit had shit together. 50 had shit so. Like, niggas was shooting back and forth. There's a lot of music. It's a lot of music.
Did you guys hear that 50 pretty much was in an interview? Of course, he's pushing Power Book 6 comes out, I believe, this Sunday. Make sure y'all tune in.
I thought it was book 2.
Book 2, what'd I say?
6.
There's so many of them shits, and I did not mean to say 6. I did not.
I've actually never watched Power. I just saw the commercial.
Power's good as fuck.
I heard.
I'm dead ass serious. But they say that the first season.
See, know what's about
but
to,
it's not slow.
You know what's about to make me watch it?
Meth and
Yes.
and
Mary
J. Blige. I'm ready to see
Mary J. Blige also in Umbrella Academy. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I seen
Really?
that, and that's why I continue to watch it. And then it got to a point where I was like, Mary, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, that her
And I
character was
stopped
some shit.
watching it. Yeah, her acting was some shit. And I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't want this to ruin what is coming up with Power. So
When it comes to rappers turned actors, I do think Meth has some actual chops.
Yes, for sure.
I'm not gonna say Tupac level, but he's
No,
he's got
I'm about to say. I was about to ask another question. Let's do the
stick-
beats. Let's do the beats
I
first.
Okay, just
I
remember
would
your
say
question.
more than that. I would go with the fallout of NWA, the Dre, Easy, Ice Cube, all.
Brad, if you, all right. So I got a question. We talking about beefs, and with that one, does that run all the way into Bone Thugs versus Dog Pound?
A little bit, yeah, because that
Well,
Ruthless.
More murder.
the thing is with Bone Thugs, they play the thing. So because they got into it with Wu-Tang as well.
They did,
And
Twister.
To be fair, with Wu-Tang,
well, Twisted Joint was
Listen,
actually
Some bullshit.
No, it wasn't bullshit. It was competition.
to be fair, Ghost and Ray were looking for beef with everybody. Wu-Tang's had beef, like it's always minor. It never really turns into like a bunch of tracks. But they had beef with Nas, Big, like everybody. 'Cause
Did you ever
Ghost and Ray
hear where
was so-
Nas said he was going to hit Cameron in the face with his pistol?
No, but Nas is one of those dudes that you can chill with.
He'll beat the shit
But
out of
if
somebody. Like,
he.
I just almost made a really bad joke, and I'm glad I didn't.
I feel like Dave V's probably the same way.
I did watch the Drink Champs today.
Oh,
With
okay.
Dave Eats. Yeah.
It was entertaining, right?
It got a little watered down after a while when they kept saying, "All right, you got one more. I got one more."
I think because
you got anything?
they was just drunk.
Yeah, they were, and that's why I like watching Drink Champs. Just like Nori's doing a good thing, man. Shout out to Noriega, man.
Shout out to
My favorite beat.
shout out to Rico Nasty because she definitely remade a Nori song.
You know what one of the most overrated beefs is?
Soulja Boy and Bow Wow.
Beefs?
Soulja Boy and Chris Brown.
I was gonna
Lil
say
B and Joe Budden.
I'm going bigger, Nas and Jay.
Yes, it's very overrated.
We got like
3 songs.
3 songs, and one of them is still listenable, I guess.
That's why I say Jay's not that guy, man. Jay
For
lost the
beef,
battle.
though, yeah, he's not for beef.
Like I don't know. One of my favorite beefs would probably be
Who the fuck cares what Ja Rule thinks?
that was to me when you broke it down to music, I enjoyed that music. Like I can go back and listen to G Unit, Shady, Diss and Murder Inc. I can always go back to that. But I think my favorite one would probably be see Ice Cube. He ended shit quick. You know what I'm saying? Because he got into it with Cypress Hill.
Yeah,
he did.
And they didn't want smoke.
Not at
Oh,
all.
would you with Cube?
I mean, coming
Let-
off of No Vaseline, no. I'm sorry.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I don't want
let's
beef with Cube.
not act like Common didn't hold his own.
Common.
Who? Who? Man, I'm never gonna take Common serious to be a battle rapper or
It's
diss
not-
somebody. It
No,
was.
bro, first of all, he ain't killed Drake.
Oh my god, I'm not looking at
That's
that fucking battle.
That's fighting
bro.
somebody with a handicap. It's Drake.
Joe Budden murdered this
Yeah.
nigga, and
Everyone-
see this. Why I don't give
See-
like when people mention the Pusha T and Drake shit. I don't really jump into that like that because I can't back an artist that is
That pick and choose.
yeah, it's like, yo, don't give me that. Yo, this man gave you 3 songs. He was in your shit, and he was giving you balls. And I'm not gonna lie, I think this is why I don't like Drake, because of that one move. All it takes is one move to just put a damper in your shit.
See, here's the thing, though. I think Drake said early in the song that if you ever diss me, you'll never hear me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he was trying to hold up to that, and then I think Pusha was just somebody that got under his skin. Common was somebody that got under his skin.
Did you hear the shit Joe Budden was saying about this nigga?
Oh, nigga.
But Push is kind of in a different tax bracket.
But no, I feel like when it came to Push, not only did it get under his skin, but I think he felt like regardless he was going to win.
And
Hold on, that tax bracket statement, I do not give a fuck about, and I'm not
no,
bringing
what I'm
hostility
saying,
to
I'm
it.
just saying, but I agree. But what I'm saying is, you got to look at this from Drake's perspective. He's a fucking pop star. With Pusha T, that's actually getting news attention.
Drake is
Joe Budden is
let me tell you this.
fucking pen machine, bro.
Let me tell you this.
We are not-
This is what Drake does.
I want to point out, when I say a different tax bracket, I'm not talking about skill.
You're talking about money,
I'm
right?
talking about publicity.
Okay.
Push is a good music artist who, when he drops, it gets talked about. When what's the track that the first track he did, the one from Daytona?
Infrared.
When Infrared came out, that made headlines because people were like, is he talking about Cash Money again? Is he talking about Young Money again? And he kind of couldn't ignore it. Like with Joe, he has a great pen, but he wasn't like that wasn't gonna make headlines.
Here's my thing.
Same with Meek.
Drake and the Beast.
Meek actually made headlines. Like him winning that was a fluke, but like the reason he can't ignore
Bring
it.
us back.
Notice that,
You can turn it. You good.
but notice that like when Drake finally responds to people, it's only people that get enough
Delete.
publicity.
Don't share. Yeah, delete it.
But if you ever look at it with your Joes and people like that, the people who he'll respond to are the people that get publicity.
And I
That's the
understand
Meek or
that,
Push.
but that's what I'm saying. This is where the disagreement is.
Come on, stop.
All right, keep going. All right. That's where the disagreement is with the beefs with Drake, because he picks and chooses who he goes at. I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
This is what he
I
does,
agree.
bro.
I'm just saying why he does.
What's the movie?
I agree with you.
What's the movie that Chris Rock is in where he dies and got to get into another body?
In the earth,
Down to Earth.
down to earth. Yeah.
You remember when you're trying to be a comedian as a white dude, and people was heckling him? He was like, "Shut up before I slam you with my wallet."
Yeah.
That's what Drake does, but only the people he feel like can't say shit back.
That is a very eloquent way of saying what I was trying to say.
No. I understand what you're saying. I'm not trying.
No, I agree with
No,
you.
we're all agreeing.
Yeah, all right. So can we get off this Drake shit, because we're talking about
Who
beats.
brought him up?
I didn't mention that nigga.
Actually, no, you brought up the Drake and Push. You use this as an example.
You said I did?
Yeah.
Damn, Pete. You lied on that bullshit. At the same time, I
Dre
wanted
and
to
Eazy
say
are good one,
Coon-
too.
Dre and Easy was good, but it wasn't a lot of Dre. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot there. It was
Easy
just-
dropped a whole ass EP for that.
He
Like,
did.
and Dre, the Chronic, it had some zingers.
Which
in
isn't
it.
it the-
Wasn't that the intro?
Easy could suck a dick.
Isn't that the
Big fat
that's
dick.
the EP that gave us real motherfucking G's, right?
Yeah, that was the intro to the Chronic, correct?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about real? You talking about? Hold on. Yeah, real motherfucking
Yeah, real
G's. That's
motherfucking
easy.
G's.
That's easy.
Snoop. Well, Dr. Dre and Snoop had what? Well, Dre Day, right? No, that's.
They had a couple of joints, bro.
Yeah.
They had a couple of joints. There was a couple of lines all over the place.
It was, and I'm trying.
But I don't know if they really did many full tracks. It was just lines.
Yeah. Or, you know.
I
you,
think I'm
you
gonna
rock
go.
with Easy and a jack off out.
No,
Bro, they had a lot of just random shit.
I'm really trying to think of my favorite battle. The most entertaining to me was the G Unit Murder Inc. shit. The best one though, and I'm not trying to be cliche and be like Tupac and Big.
I was gonna ask, are we leaving that out of this?
No.
That was not that entertaining. It's the two songs.
But "Hit 'Em Up" is an infinitely entertaining song.
It is.
But Who Shot
That's
You
why.
was not a
That's what I'm saying.
diss.
That's why you can't even say that.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why
I
this
bitch
was.
you fat motherfucker. Like that intro alone is iconic. If you look at just iconic statements,
That is rude as fuck. That's rude as fuck.
and that's
And
why
I'm
like, that's so iconic.
it's
Just
cold.
that start is.
I'm gonna let you know right now. If I ever get into a beef with a fat nigga, that's the first one.
like,
Gonna beef with yourself?
I'm not fat. I'm never mind.
oh shit,
Bitches like me, god damn it.
damn,
I'm okay
yo.
with them.
So are we going with Snoop? I mean, Dr. Dre versus Eazy?
I'm going with what I
Oh
said.
yeah.
I'm going with Gang versus G Unit.
What you going with?
Because who else gonna take down? I don't think he took down, but hold his own against a whole gang of
See?
like. Actually, I'm not like G Unit didn't have good rappers. Like, I got 50 Banks, Buck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll get him out of there. But
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche and go with Biggie and Pac, especially because people died there, which wasn't all related, but you know.
YG and Tekashi.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's your favorite diss track?
My favorite? No Vaseline's a classic. Hit 'em Up's a classic.
Facts. No Vaseline.
Yeah, I think No Vaseline. I think Hit 'em Up and
No,
No,
no, no,
Vaseline.
Which
are
one?
great.
No Vaseline. Hit 'em up. 100 bars and running. Those are my top three.
And on tracks alone, I think you could throw the second push Drake one in there. Not
Yes.
that beef, but the story of
The story of Adidon?
Yeah, you could throw that in there as a good track. The only thing that takes away from it is it doesn't have a lot of replayability.
Are y'all not like opening your mind and thinking? Because y'all forgot about Sheetha. Ether was hard, but I'm not gonna lie. Sheetha.
She bodied up, but I feel like
She.
you go back and really listen to that.
I don't, but now that I'm thinking about beefs, if I had a beef day, that's gonna be the third
Like,
track.
here's my
I
thing.
hit.
Here's my
But that
thing.
Nicki response was
Shit.
ass.
So I mean,
And of course, for the response, she had to pull fucking Drake and Wayne into it. So
they didn't say nothing.
that's why I don't. Yeah, but about that, but she had to have them on the response track.
Also,
Yeah, I don't know, I'm not wrong with that one.
I know this is kind of bad.
I like the DMX and like the whole Ja Rule joint.
His
That
best,
nigga-
I think.
see, he also said it was never a beef because I mean, like murdering my son. You don't kill your own kid. He said that on the
That's a
radio.
good one. That was a good one.
I think I'm gonna go with 50 and Ja Rule with the best diss track being that time he bought all the seats at the Ja Rule concert. That's my favorite.
But man,
That's your disrespect.
can I say something, bro?
That's
That's my favorite diss track.
This might be unpopular opinion. You know how 50 was dissing Ja for doing the girl records? Then he started doing the girl records.
21 Questions drops.
Ja Rule girl songs was better, bro.
50 didn't have a girl.
The
on
Ashani
hooks.
parts on those songs were.
I don't care.
No. You have to care because let's be real. If you go back and listen to them bullshit ass Ja Rule girl tracks,
Which you
you're
do.
not there for no fuck I don't.
Because he's your favorite rapper.
And I will shoot you in the face. You're not going there for Ja Rule. You're going there for Ashanti. You're going
I
there
would
for
argue-
Little
I
Mo.
disagree.
I would argue that I go to 21 Questions where they done.
That's fine. It's not a chick up there.
I don't go to the joint with him and Bobby Brown for Bobby Brown.
Why not?
I like the song.
He likes the song.
Bobby Brown murdered that shit.
I mean, he did, but hey,
Now that we're doing the whole rebrand, we definitely need to get a
some crack.
We gotta get Ja Rule up there.
Oh.
Ja Rule will not be on
Okay,
the
You know what? How about just put Ja Rule's face up there over the logo?
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Jawcast.
Hey man, shout out Ja Rule.
This is
man.
we're rebranding. This is the Jawcast now.
Hey man, shout out Ja
All
Rule.
Ja-
Did y'all just hear what I said, man? 'Cause
I heard you.
I'm not gonna lie. Check me out. I don't like dude's music,
Can I say something real
but
quick?
I'm gonna be cool with it, man. Ja Rule,
That
probably
nigga-
is a cool, goofy motherfucker.
You watched the Drink Champs. Nori lost when he called Ja Rule, bro.
He said,
Who the fuck calls Ja Rule?
He said, I got Ja. He said,
Who?
that nigga Dave, he said, hey, yo, who is this? He was like, oh, Rule, what up, nigga? I was like, yo, and then, hey, yo, I'm sorry.
Also, you have to give props to Ja Rule because name a rapper with a better commercial for a gyro.
Oh,
Yo,
my God.
yo, let me say
Nobody
this.
sells euros
Let me
like
say this
that.
on some real shit though. I would hire Ja Rule as a writer for some of these motherfucking like rap thingy niggas.
Well, he did
It's
kind
your
of,
money.
He did kind of write the blueprint for that.
He did, bro. Yo.
Justin, you got to give it to LL and a lot of other people.
No, I'm saying, but like,
But he did.
he did that shit.
Yeah.
That was his lane.
This thing.
LL versus Kumo D was dope too. That was a good battle.
was,
Good
actually.
beef.
So I mean, we're going that far
Yeah,
back,
bro. I'm here to
we
talk
can
about
do Rod, Kim, and Kane.
Oh, I found mine.
Yeah, that's where you rolling?
I'm rolling there. Yeah.
Nah, that was cold.
Once you pull Rakim into anything, you probably got.
Because I feel like, bro, Rod Kim is the blueprint for a lot of these rapidy rap niggas.
I agree.
But then you want to talk that cold shit, that like you can rap, but you got like some swag to it, some bop to your shit. That nigga, that's Kane. You know what I'm saying? When you got that motherfucking drop the shoulder with a little bit, like,
bro man
you know,
bop.
like
Bro, man, bop.
like bro, when you got let me put my deep voice on. Let me just talk to you real quick. And I'm gonna spit you these bars. Your bitch gonna love it too. That's Kane, bro.
I think, I've always said Rakim is like kind of the father of modern rap. Like, if you think about what rap is now, like, you know, you have that early like Sugar Hill Gang, like, my name is whatever
for sure.
I'm here to say. But I think like the father of the modern rap style, where you get your
First of all,
I think that all comes down to Rakim.
hey, we got old niggas that listen to this, watch it. Old niggas. Don't say nothing about new niggas' music. The hip, the hibbity, the hip. What the fuck was that? Nigga,
Well,
shut
was,
up.
It was the first rap song.
And that shit was cold.
What are you talking about?
Hip hop.
There's a whole part where he talks about Superman for no reason.
And it's a part where a motherfucker talk about
Bruh.
the nasty ass food at his people's
Bruh.
crib.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit's true.
Bruh. I ain't rolling.
I'm rolling. Nah,
The song,
I'm sorry.
it's a good song.
You put that shit on, bro. You gotta.
I mean, it
rock to
doesn't-
It's a good song.
It doesn't hold-
but don't sit there at like all the music was about some shit.
Yeah, it doesn't hold, like, when you talk about that class, like, you think, oh man, like, you can still listen to Slick Rick or Eric B. and Rakim.
That's
that really
different.
doesn't hold up like Sugar Hill Gang. I will give you that. But that song still slaps.
What other shit? No, I ain't know it.
Well, what's up?
They had
man?
other
You
stuff.
said what other shit they have?
Nah. Y'all got it.
My favorite.
What else
diss
you
track-
need? That song's like 40 minutes long.
Facts.
That shit is so long. It's like, goddamn, we're on minute 12.
Nigga,
and
I don't
still
good.
talking
I ain't
stuff.
good, bro.
Did y'all ever listen to that? And y'all probably not gonna agree with it, but did y'all ever listen to that "Little Girls" by Eminem? Diss to I want to say it was Limp Bizkit, and
I probably did. I think I did.
Oh, I thought of one of my favorite.
Cause before we keep going, I just want. I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop. Everything about it. Y'all not gonna sit here. Old niggas ain't gonna sit here and be like, oh goddamn, bro, what's the shit, bro?
What is this shit?
damn,
I
brain
love-
fart. He
God
lost
damn
Why
it!
that shit. Why that shit, Poe?
Rapper's delight.
Oh, I mean, I'm rocking with anything old school, brother.
I mean, it's cool.
I
That shit ain't holding up to a lot of shit, dog. Come on,
I
man.
thought of another favorite beef of mine. This one is not because it's good, but because it's one of the worst. But the Eminem and Everlast beef was hilarious.
Empire.
Yo, Eminem's beef
Because
with anybody
Everlast
is funny, bro. Nigga, that nigga dissed Benzino, and niggas ain't know who the fuck he was.
But do you know are you familiar with the Eminem Everlast beef?
I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck Everlast is.
So
and knew the song.
you know the jump around the guy from House of Pain.
Yeah.
He was in House of Pain, and then he went solo and became a bluesy folk singer, but he was very bad at it.
Yes.
Like
I know
imagine
exactly
what
you're
you
talking
know the
about.
music I make. Imagine that if it was absolute hot garbage. That's what Everlast started doing.
So,
And Eminem and him, like Eminem got on this thing where he's like, I'm the only white rapper with this and like ICP and shit. And he like dissed Everlast,
I'm
and
not-
Everlast
I
mentioned
know
his
exactly
daughter.
which track you would talk about.
And then he mentioned he mentioned M's daughter in a song, and then M like did a whole song in the style of that weird folky blues thing where he sang and just like bodied him. It's hilarious.
Nah,
'Cause it's just when I talk about tax brackets, fucking Everlast and M. The fact that was a full beef with like 4 tracks is crazy.
a lot of people just look at this track as just a track on a movie, but that Go to Sleep, the Eminem, DMX, and Obi Trice,
That shit
that
hard.
was a hard ass
It
diss.
was, yeah.
And like That shit was hard.
That was on Romeo's Must Die, right?
No, that was Cradle to the Grave.
Cradle to the Grave, okay.
Oh, one I want to mention, and nobody listening is going to know who the fuck this is. And in fact, one of these guys, y'all won't know who the fuck he is. But there was a beef. This is like underground rap shit from New York back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. LP from Run the Jewels. That's what people know him now. Back when he was a solo artist, had a beef with Esoteric from 7L and Esoteric, who went on to be in Czarface with Inspector Deck.
Yeah.
And LP released like a 10-minute track where he just dismantled him as a businessman and an artist. Just fucking destroyed him. So if you haven't heard, I don't remember the name, but look up the LP disc against Esoteric. That shit's beautiful.
Since you put it that way, yo, that shit Hobson did to his manager, Perform Volume, yeah, Hobson killed that nigga.
Oh, favorite diss tracks? Lupe against that one fan on Instagram. That one was pretty funny.
The Stan,
Yeah,
Stan
that was
joint.
hilarious.
Yo, did y'all know that Benzino has a daughter that's a rapper?
I know he has a daughter.
No, first of all, like, cause I
seen the post
no, cause I fuck with her music and I didn't know that was his daughter.
Really?
The chick that was dating
Trippie Redd,
yeah.
Did not know that.
Let's get into
She weird looking though.
so is her pops.
I hit her though.
Damn. What we have not gotten in this shit.
Yeah, there's new music. And
Yeah,
stuff.
well, oh shit. The LOX album.
I heard it.
The LOX
I did
album.
not.
You're
The LOX
gonna
album.
be so mad at me for this.
No, go ahead, get your rocks off.
The war is over, y'all. The LOX now. I just think that's the funniest shit ever. Yep, you
I
know.
don't remember what. I'm lost.
They used to be called the Warlocks.
Yeah.
And then they went to Bad Boy. Like he said, the war is over, y'all. The LOX now. That's why they name it the LOX.
I did not know that. Yes, the LOX album. Come on, Gus.
It was okay.
Okay. Well,
The standout tracks were great. The joint where he tells the story. That's the name of it.
Story
The one where he
is
just-
probably my favorite track.
That's one that it's on the playlist. I'm going back to that. I played that shit like 4 times.
That shit is like
Cold.
I have listened to it 3 times in a row
That's
because I got confused.
it's so good.
Like the first go round, I'm just listening to listen. Then I go back. I was like, oh shit! I didn't even know the title of the shit was Story because
Right.
I just clicked play. And I'm like, oh, this nigga telling the story. Let me restart it. Boom. I'm listening. And I'm like, yo, hold on. Why the fuck I ain't hear Styles P go? But I went back again,
Yeah,
realized
first.
Styles was first. And then, that's my favorite shit.
I don't even know because he hasn't heard it. I don't even know if I want to talk about the concept because that twist was just so funny.
As hell.
It was so good.
I'm like, bruh, like.
Do you care if we spoil this track?
No.
Basically, the concept of the track is Styles
Styles
gets
gets robbed.
robbed and kidnapped,
yeah.
and like
He even said he got hit butted with the gun.
No,
And then
they talked about this song before.
then basically like it gets back to the rest of the LOX. And they strap up and they're out looking for him and they bust in and it's just for a video. They're just shooting a short
Motherfucker
film.
said, yo, I was supposed to meet up with Styles. He was supposed to give me some juice. I'm sorry. Yo, Jadakiss is a funny ass nigga.
He is.
And when it comes down to ad-libs, I'm sorry. The intro, it says they wanted LOX, so I gave it to him, and then you hear in the background, LOX.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, ad-libs are funny as fuck to me.
Yo, the funniest.
Oh,
LOX.
that reminds me of something I was wanting to talk about. I take back what I said 2 weeks
Better.
ago about DMX.
Yeah, you better. You
He
better.
doesn't sound old rapping, but his ad libs make him sound like he is 200 years old. The growls and barks are
Yeah,
out
the
there.
I'm
The
going to
fun-
tell you this right now.
the funniest-
DMX has the best fucking verse on that album.
No.
Yo, the funniest thing being in the studio is when somebody's doing the ad lib and you can't hear the music. That's the funniest shit in the fucking
And
world.
that's what vision I had when I heard this nigga just go LOX, because it came on late. Because it's like, he was like, they asked for LOX, so we gave it to him. LOX. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
this
there's like
nigga
a-
was
there's
late
like a
as fuck.
delay.
Yo, I'm like, this nigga's
Yeah,
late
you
on
could
that
have
shit.
slided over that.
We can edit that, man.
And if you go back and listen to it, it only happened once, and the part is in the hook.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, yeah, somebody told that nigga don't do that shit again. LOX.
But no, the best tracks on here, the track with DMX is hard.
I like the T-Pain track.
The track with T-Pain.
Oh, did y'all see the 8 versus T-Pain shit?
You talking about what's going on with them? Like,
Right.
just speaking through interviews and shit and
didn't,
Twitter.
But we should get into that after this.
Alright.
But no, the T-Pain joint was hard, but the rapping wasn't even what really drew me in. It was just the hook was great. The hook and the beat on that were like
T-Pain bodied
did
that.
his thing.
I like that.
Like knowing how you feel about T-Pain, you'll love that track.
I ain't gonna lie. I think he'll be like, it's all right. For real.
I can see
Because it's not so much
it.
going on.
I can see it. But the beat on that and the T-Pain.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I think you'll like it. I think you.
What does that mean?
Because I feel this.
Because it's
I
not
feel,
a lot
No,
going on?
I feel it's watered down T-Pain, and it's tolerable for me, and it's very good to me. I like it. Like, this is probably one of my favorite features.
This is one of T-Pain's best hooks in a while. And
I don't know. I mean, I don't like T-Pain like that.
I also want to say I'm just going through my standout tracks. The joint with Griselda was dope, and it wasn't even because of Benny and Westside. It was Jada and Styles. They killed that shit.
And I really felt like they shouldn't even put them up there.
Honestly, I thought the Westside hook was good. I don't even know if Benny needed a verse, and his wasn't even bad. It's just Jada.
These songs, it's only 13 tracks, correct?
14.
These songs is long as shit.
Yeah, that's another problem I had. But yeah, the Think of the LOX joint with Westside and Benny was dope, and My America featuring Oswald Benjamin.
Yeah.
That was good, and that's where my positives end. The tracks without features are mostly not great, to the point where some of the hooks will make me not go back to songs that I thought I liked.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just going in because I know you sliding and everything. I gotta give props to that nigga Styles P, man. Styles P album was great.
Yeah, Styles is
He's working on a part 2 for the joint album with Styles P and Dave East. They did an album this year as well.
okay.
I'm hearing a lot from Dave.
They got a part 2.
They say him and Snoop got a album coming.
He did say that. He said they shit been done.
Yeah.
But
What was I saying? Hold on. What was I saying?
you were
What was I
gonna
saying?
s-
Styles P.
Yeah, Styles P.
Styles P.
was the highlight of this.
Of this how? Yeah. Kiss.
And that also comes to my negative. Jada, he's always not been great at switching up flows. He kind of does the same thing. When you hear the beat come on, imagine what the easiest flow to hit on that would be. That's what Jada does almost every time. You can imagine how he's going to come on every one of these beats and how he's going to rap the whole time.
I believe, and this is just my theory, Jada took this quarantine shit very serious. He did not leave the house.
Okay.
With that being said, I was also on Styles P album. He had called him and was like, yo, I need you to do a song. He's like, yo, I'm taking this shit very serious.
Right.
So it makes me think that with all the shit going on, with what you're saying of, I guess, him not hitting the beats like you would want him to, I think it was because he was not in studio.
Well, for me, it wasn't even that as much as it was like, Jada's always had very simplistic flow. He gets by on voice, and he says some hard shit.
Yeah.
But on any beat, you can tell how he's going to come on, and you can tell he's not going to switch it up very much. That's just how Jada is.
I mean, I feel like that about a handful of people.
It's the Rick Ross effect, but...
I mean, I feel the same way about Dave East.
Yeah? Well, the problem with that is, when Jada's on his own, or when he's got like a feature who's really different, that's one thing. When he's next to Styles, who is just killing it, and he's doing one flow the entire album while Styles is doing insane shit, it really stands out.
I did not like that fucking reggae track. Oh, dance hall.
There's a lyric from that. And you know I don't often remember lyrics. But when Jada said, doing the boom bap shit over the twerk shit, my eyes rolled so far into the back of my head. And it's over a 2016 era Drake Views beat. Garbage.
And I felt like that song was outdated.
It sounded. You said, well, you got to remember it's LOX in 2020, and I remember I replied to that text with, "Shit, on that dancehall track, that sounded like the LOX in 2016."
I agree.
That sounds like
Who's your favorite LOX member?
Styles.
Off these last few projects,
Styles.
which Jada has a better rapper voice, and I think that's why
He has
everybody
maybe the best rapper
persuades.
voice.
I think that's why
So
everybody
raspy.
sways to him. But if you want to talk about the bars, the wittiness, the creativity, the switch up and just, and I'm only speaking on right now because they both dropped an album the same year, and now we have this. And Styles, Styles, his performance is.
Styles to me, I've always liked Styles, but it was always weird. I felt like sometimes, I'm not saying he was offbeat, but he would hit like just right after the drums. Sometimes it would be a little weird, but he's still saying hard shit.
I feel like he's the Tretch right now.
Okay.
Of the LOX. You know what I'm saying? I just
agree.
okay, all right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Because
I get what you're
I
saying.
feel Tretch is not Tretch game. I'm gonna throw YG in there. And it's more, I'll throw Wiz in there, I'll throw Wall. It's a lot of underrated fucking rappers out here. That don't get the
Game
proper
less, so I
recognition.
think he gets a lot of props. I agree for the most part with Tretch and Styles and
Redman.
Red, yes.
Red is one of the top. He's top 5 for me, easy, and he doesn't get what he deserves for
And-
the run he
For
had.
sure.
But I mean, okay, when we say that a person don't get the recognition is there. What is it that is holding them back
Pharaoh
from
Monch. I'm adding Pharaoh Monch to that list.
What is holding them back from? Because the artists that we talking about, there's nothing holding them back to do the things that these other artists are doing that are getting that push. I feel Luda, he was getting a push, but if Luda dropped today, people gonna go listen to it, and I feel that's the recognition.
I think the answer is simpler than you think. I think a lot of it comes down to luck.
Luck.
Yeah, who started popping when? Maybe when Pharaoh Monch dropped, he didn't hit the way other.
Yeah,
rappers
I mean, I think.
There's no reason that in a world where Eminem is what he is, that Redman or Pharaoh Monch.
Well, Eminem had a Dr. Dre.
I would say with.
Would you not call that luck that he got picked up by Dre while a guy like if you want to?
I would say when it comes to like Redman, he did his thing when he first came out.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say if he had decided to like go heavy with features and all kind of like just going around the same time Luda came out, he might have overshadowed Luda because they were very similar with the antics and how to do their videos at the time.
Yeah.
Also, I want to throw Sean Price on that list too.
Are you going through your phone to find names?
No, I'm on the track list. No, Sean Price is just one of the dope.
Niggas just keep coming with more and more left
There's a lot of
field
underrated guys. Sean Price had several great solo albums. The Helter Skelter shit, he involved in Boot Camp Click, like crazy shit, and no one knew who, like he wasn't like popping like that. And I didn't really see him get mentioned like that until he died, and that's a shame because Sean Price was one of the best in the game. But on this album, though, staying a little bit on topic, did you find the hooks really fucking grating?
Excuse me.
I always felt like the LOX are the type of.
They don't have great hooks.
They don't have great hooks.
They don't have great hooks unless someone else is doing it.
I think street
This
artists
is a
or
different
street
level.
performers.
I'm about to say their best hook is probably the fucking Mighty Mighty D block.
Yeah,
What do
true.
you think their worst hook is? Like just off the top of your head. You'll find it on this album. I'm just gonna say that because Comeback had the most, like, just it had all the elements of a boom bap track. The beat, the hook, the way they did the hook, like it sounded like something you'd hear on like I could see this being a Royce track or something. But then you listen to it, it's like you ever see a girl who has a bunch of features where you're like, oh, she should be very attractive, but something's wrong. Like she has all the right features, but it's put together wrong. Like, oh,
Damn, y'all fucked up the pussy.
yeah, like she's got like a nice ass. I love her eyes. She's pretty, but like something's.
I knew a girl like that, but her teeth was falling apart. She had a cotton down, but it was pretty eyes.
That-
That made me start. After that, it made me start saying, "It's like, girl, like you got pretty eyes. You have a pretty eye color. I can't say you got pretty eyes because Shorty had pretty eye color, but shit was cock. I was pretty.
That girl is Comeback. The song. And also, Love and Loyalty gets a shout out for having a lyric that also made me roll my eyes because it had that line where he was like, because the song's called Love and Loyalty, and he says, I think Jada has a line where he says Love and Loyalty, and he's like, 2 L's, Cool J, and I'm just like, no, that's a bad bar. Don't do that. I don't think he said it exactly, but that was the entire joke was, yo, Love and Loyalty, 2 L's, LL Cool J, get it? No, stop. That's a bad bar. Like, no. And there's a couple of those on here, like bars where you're just like rolling your eyes.
I feel like the street guys don't have that ability to have good hooks. And you know that thing that 50 says about Game, like when it first was coming out?
Yep.
I think if Game would have went on by himself and
from the jump,
he
would have never got where he's
not
at.
necessarily that, but I'm saying if he would have still made it, who was it that approached 50? Was
Jimmy Iovine.
Jimmy Iovine. If Jimmy Iovine didn't make that move, Game would have been
Super
watered down.
No.
When it comes down to hooks,
I'm not saying that.
Because he couldn't make a hook, and I feel a lot of street.
See, here's my thing about Game.
I'm not gonna say that.
He's still DMX, but outside of his radio, he doesn't have good hooks.
Let me say this about Game. If you really pay attention to a Game, you realize that he is very observant, and when he sees somebody doing something working for them, he knows how to tweak it to work for himself.
Yeah.
So I think he would have eventually caught one.
I also want to point out when it comes to like more street rappers.
So you saying he would have been Joe Budden would pump it up?
I'll pump it up.
But with better bars. That's Joe Budden's worst song.
So
it is.
That's
That
song
crazy.
is a running joke with me and Jim all the time. We'll just like make fun of that song out of nowhere. It's such a bad song.
Pump
I've heard the music.
Let me turn into the nigga that you almost was.
But that beat was hard as shit. That beat was cold.
Go away, Joe.
Did you know Busta Rhymes was supposed to be on that remix?
I didn't know it was.
He would kill that beat.
I didn't know.
No, he did it. But then there's another song. I can't remember what song it is. There's another song on that same album. So Busta used to do a thing where if you're like, yo, I want you to do a remix of this song. He'll do a verse to that and then sing you a verse to another song as well.
Right.
So he did that to Joe, and they told him they wanted him on Pump It Up. He ends up. Joe Budden was like, you know what? I'm going to keep him for the other song he sent me because he killed that shit. But he was also still waiting for Jay-Z to hop on a remix of Pump It Up.
Oh yeah, I do know.
And he never did.
I know that story.
But I want to say where you said a lot of street rappers don't have the ability to do hooks. I would say a lot more than you think. Think about a Method Man hook.
Give me one.
Ice cream off only go for Cuban.
He was, I think, even though he was in the street, he was always a music lover. Like he always wrote, you know what I'm saying? Even with being in the street, like a lot of these.
What about a push?
A lot of street dudes kind of
remember a push hook.
But I'm saying, look, like, did Push do that hook? Because I'm not gonna lie, you got to give the hook development to Pharrell.
Bro, Pusha T wrote the fucking McDonald's jingle.
And I'm
that
not
is
gonna
true.
It is
I
true.
believe he wrote that hook.
And look, I believe it too, but I really want to know how it was developed because you give me a fucking jingle. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think the ba-da-ba-ba-ba was a part of that shit.
He not only did he do the McDonald's, he also has done. He's behind the scenes of Arby's commercials.
Arby's as well. Yep.
How fucking weird
We
is
got
that?
the meats.
That's fucking.
Let me
Push.
fucking hear that Pusha
No,
T
because he was
is
like
out here.
He got the meats.
No, he
Have the Coke.
got paid straight out for McDonald's. He was like,
We had the
damn.
Coke would be the best Arby's commercial. We had the Coke. And then in the background you just hear, yeah.
But not on. So he like.
I want that remix. Remix the Arby's jingle, Push, please.
He was like he got paid
outside.
outright for McDonald's. They gave him the other thing said a couple like 15 grand, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Outright. He said he didn't know about royalties and shit. He wished he would have took that, but he didn't. So he made sure he did that when the Arby's thing came. He was like, yeah, I want all my royalties. So every time an Arby's commercial plays, bro, get some bread.
Also, I love that this show is just me finding ways to bring up LP, Pusha T, and Wu-Tang Clan when nobody else wants me to. I do that so much.
Oh nah, bro, you good. What else we got though? I think it's some shit out there we need to wrap up.
You don't want to talk more about
y'all ready for Big Sean drop tomorrow?
Oh yes. Can you please?
Oh, one last thing I forgot. One more
bring
thing.
out
One more thing that's garbage.
Bring out
about
the
LOX
title to track list.
One more thing that was garbage about the LOX album was that there were like 4 or 5 R&B cuts, and half of those flopped. I don't ever want to hear that shit with Jeremiah on there again.
I actually enjoyed that shit.
I hated that shit.
Jeremiah, that was good.
They should have kept the one with T-Pain and the one with the My America joint, They should have kept those and got the fuck just away from that Jeremiah.
Nah, man.
Jeremiah's a really good hook writer, though.
Yeah, but that's
This album is a solid 8.5, 9.
This album is maybe a 4.5.
Wow.
There are great highlights, but you need 4 or 5 songs. And they gave us a good EP,
Oh, it's 13 tracks.
and they gave us
14.
a good EP. Think
Man,
about it. 5.
I'm ready for X.
5. The most average middle of the road album is 5. That's middle.
Let me say this. Getting off of this a little bit.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We was talking about the Big Sean joint when I sent y'all the track list, and y'all was talking about the features.
Yes.
The first Detroit had a lot of features too.
Your mic doing that weird shit again, bro. It's not.
Detroit 1 had a lot of had a lot of features too.
It did, but it was also a mixtape. We're talking about an album from Big Sean, who I feel a lot of fans are looking to hear Big Sean. I don't
See,
think.
for me, the features don't bother me as much as the length.
Yeah, it's 21 tracks.
Too many.
And it's what, 17? You stupid. It's 17 fucking tracks with features. That gives you what, six songs by himself?
So you've got an album.
16.
It's got an album. You've got an album that's already.
Oh,
way...
you skipping? You know the day you skipping the Dave Chappelle joint?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just I mean,
But you've
it's
got an
a
album-
story about Dave Chappelle.
well,
It's
no,
not a story.
I heard you
You've
say
got-
16.
Yeah.
I said it was.
But even with skits, that adds a lot of time to this album. This is going to be one of those like hour, 20-minute albums. And not only that, this shit is long, and we're going to hear actual Big Sean and not just him with features for what, a third of it?
Let's break this- let's break it down like we did last time.
Let's think about it though. What if he raps like he does on the Nipsey song?
I don't think Big Sean is going to give you that throughout the whole.
And if he does,
No, not the
and
whole
if he
thing.
does
That's
that for
terrible.
21 tracks,
That is
do we
terrible.
want that?
No, that is terrible. He's not gonna do that.
All right, so
So what? So how do you save this album? Though?
all right, we about to do
I
that.
think it's gonna be a good album.
All right, let's
Fuck y'all.
let's break it down like we did.
And
Nas album.
I think it's dope to see him and Wale link back up.
Can we go through
And
the
him and
tracks?
Wayne.
Can we go through the tracks and figure out what we think is going to happen? Let's predict this
All right.
album
Why would I stop?
intro.
Why would
Yep.
That's him by himself.
Yep.
All right.
Why would you stop?
I feel Big Sean is a he at one point in time he was an A+ intro artist. A+. I'm giving him that.
I don't think. Go ahead.
But I think with this track that you just spoke of, we haven't heard Sean in a minute, and it's titled "Why Would I Stop?"
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna body this intro, and with that, instead of it being an A+, I'm just gonna give it a solid 8.
I'm gonna answer instead of ranking it like that. I'm gonna answer the question that is the title of that track with, "Have you heard the album you did with Metro?" That's probably why you should stop.
Everybody gets one.
He's had a couple, but all right.
No,
Next track.
he got a couple bad albums.
I didn't like his last like 2 albums, 2 or 3 projects.
Bro, I want to insult you so bad.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it
I
on
don't agree
camera.
with you on
I'm
that.
not gonna do it on camera.
I don't like his last few.
Hey man, I don't like you. God damn it. Anyway,
I like you. I think you're a nice.
man, fuck you.
Try to be positive. You're trying to spend this, and that's what I.
Lucky me.
Lucky me.
Yep.
All right, so we got
You lucky people are still paying for your albums after that Metro.
Cook Gus, cook.
I would just.
But no, you
roast
said
him.
why would I stop? Lucky me.
And those are both just him, no
Yep.
features.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this right here, this is just my first listen. I'm gonna be like, I probably won't be impressed by this track.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's
Lucky
fine.
Me probably gonna be a party anthem. I'm letting you know that I want to hear
I don't
Sean
think-
tell me what the hell he's been going through. That's what I want from Sean.
That's what I think he's gonna do, bro.
I don't think on this track he will do that.
From these titles,
I don't really think he's gonna have anybody. Not anybody. I don't think he's really gonna have any party tracks on this one. I really don't think he's gonna do no party
Every
songs on
track
this.
with Wayne has always been a party track. Every track.
The one he did the little trailer for, the black and white on the basketball court. That's the one with Wayne on it. That don't sound like no
I
party.
didn't
That-
see or hear
Yeah,
that.
then from,
That's not
from
no
the one
ba-
from the little trailer. I
Yeah,
saw.
that's not a party track.
Did
Okay.
that track drop?
Huh?
That track's out, right?
They got just the trailer of that out.
Okay, I thought
That's
you
it.
said that
When
one.
did the trailer drop?
I think you sent it today or yesterday.
No, the trailer dropped a couple days
Did you
ago.
send it?
No.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen
My
it.
bad.
No, you good. I just didn't
Did you DM me that? I feel like you may have.
I may have.
I think you.
Actually, I think I sent it to both of y'all.
Yeah.
I sent it to you on
You
Instagram.
sent it on Instagram. That's it. That's what I saw. I knew somebody sent it, and I was like, none of my friends.
Number 3 is Deep Reverence to Joey Nipsey.
Okay.
That's
a skip. I want to listen to the album. I don't want to hear shit I already heard.
Well, sometimes listening to something in the context of an album doesn't.
Well, I'm lying, but when that song comes on and the customer's in my face, I'll be talking to the customer.
I got you. Yeah.
Alright, number 4 is Wolves with Post Malone.
I think Post gonna kill it.
Posty.
I'm so sick of
I
it.
think he's
Who has the hook?
Post.
I hate white people.
Posty.
All right.
Take a shower.
Body Language. He dropped that video recently.
I ain't seen it.
The joint with Ty Dolla $ign and Janae.
Okay. No, I didn't see the video.
Do we?
Yo, is that the track that you were talking about drop today?
He dropped that and Harder Than My Demons. Both of those. He dropped videos of both of those.
Okay, I'll have to catch him off wax.
I mean, I'm always happy to hear Ty. I hope it's a good hook at least.
I do like the hook. I really do like the hook.
Ty's on the hook.
Mm-hmm. I actually really like Janae and Ty together.
I could have seen that. That makes sense.
And I think Ty and Big Sean all have sounded good together in the past. I think it's a solid song. I like it. After that, the story by Dave Chappelle, then Harder Than My Demons, which is him by itself.
I think the Dave Chappelle track is gonna be the best song on the album.
I think Harder Than My Demons. I like the song. We could have had a harder. He could have did more with the hook. But other than that song is fucking hard to me.
Okay.
Number 8 is Everything That's Missing, featuring a name I don't know how to pronounce.
I wish you'd tell me what was missing on that fucking album with Metro. Good songs.
You just gonna keep doing this shit?
Keep cooking, Gus. I'm loving
No,
it.
stop cooking. Loosen weight.
I had one for the Harder Than My Demons track too, but I just let that one go. There wasn't nothing hard on that fucking Metro album. I'm having a great time.
Hey, yo, I don't think you're gonna be able to keep up. That was a good one. What was shit hard?
ZTFO.
What the fuck does ZTFO stand for? When I seen that shit, I had to make sure that
I was trying to see if Gus was gonna come up with something. He thinking, look at him, he cooking, y'all.
What you say?
Oh, there you
ZTFO? Come on, help me out. We gotta think of what.
It's time to stop making fucking albums with Metro. That shit was garbage.
ZTFO.
I don't know.
I ain't got nothing. I can't think of nothing with Z.
Get the fuck out.
Zone the fuck out. I don't know.
That probably is gonna be that shit. I'm zoned the fuck out. Yeah,
That sounds terrible.
And that's why I feel that track is going. Who's featured up there?
Nobody.
That shit's gonna be trash.
Zebras to the Floor. It's an entire song about how he's wearing
You're missing it. You're
a
missing the.
zebra print outfit.
You was missing the O at the end.
Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Zebras to the floor and
Zebras.
otters.
Yeah.
And otters.
This is an animal track. He just loves animals. This is his Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys.
Guard Your Heart, featuring Anderson .Paak, Early Mac, and Wale.
my.
I ain't heard Early Mac in a
Wish I could have guarded
long
my ears
fucking
from
time.
that garbage.
Hey yo, when I.
album.
And niggas didn't guard their plates from you.
Hey,
Shut
yo,
up.
time out. Y'all wanna know how stupid I am? So that's an artist's name?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Who?
You didn't know that was an artist's name.
Who?
No.
Early Mac.
I thought that it was an early Mac Miller track.
You are garbage.
I swear. I was like, oh, he bringing some old Mac. He letting us know. Like, yo, so it's an artist's name.
Like early Mac though. This
Yeah.
is that later Mac. He's not singing on this. This is early.